What's up, OGs? Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Today, we're chilling with the homie Big B. We got a Dutch Master blunt, and we're chilling with the homie KG. We're about to smoke this blunt.
Yes,
the
sir.
homie rolled this up in a Dutch Master, and I didn't even say this. You guys can probably tell. I got my new fucking camera. That shit just came in the mail today. I got my microphone attached to it, so hopefully the sound is a lot better and the video quality and everything.
It
but
looks super sweet.
yeah, like I'm so hyped to use it. I don't even know how to use the camera. Like I can barely figure out how to even get it to record, but I still got a lot to learn. But we're just gonna have a chill smoke session, smoke on this blunt. The homie here actually doesn't smoke. He's just gonna be chilling here. I don't know if he wants to tell you guys why he doesn't, but it's up to him.
It's a story, I'll tell you that.
It's a
I
long
don't even
story.
know.
It's not even a long story, it's just a fucked up story.
It's a funny ass story.
Yeah, I don't even have any clue why. They were just telling me that there's a story behind it.
I'm gonna have to tell him the story.
Tell them the story, bro.
Reasons why KG don't smoke. What's the
Man,
hit does?
it tastes good.
You want to
Is
taste
it
it?
Leave me alone, Brandon.
Is this a berry fusion one?
That's the berry fusion, yep. And we're smoking on some sour pebbles. I smoked some with Happy
That shit's
yesterday.
fire.
It was some
I
fire.
saw it on your guys' Snapchat.
Yeah.
Follow the homie Big B on Snapchat, the notorious Big B, I believe that's what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
And my Snapchat is RawOG420.
Here we go, I got you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pass that. That tastes fire. You know it's some fire weed when you can taste the fire through the blunt wrap, especially when it's not like a super fatty, you know?
Yeah. That's why I don't like overstuffing my blunts sometimes.
So good, dude.
Let
But I'm so scared to smoke though. Like,
them know. Let
Yeah.
them know why you don't smoke. Why? It's not that he don't smoke. He just.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I smoked probably like a few days ago.
You did? Okay,
Yeah,
so...
on the video.
Yeah, okay, so here's what happened.
Yeah,
I'll
before that,
explain it to you guys. So the video that was me and Envy Closet Med Grower, and then the homies all just came in the back. If you guys watched that, you guys saw that, we started passing the joint around, and he passed it to him, and supposedly he didn't want to smoke, but he did it on purpose because he knew he was behind the camera, so he couldn't say no. And I didn't even realize what was going on until I came back to my computer and like watched the video. I could see that he didn't want to smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to hit him with that quick motherfucker. That right quick, you know what I'm saying?
That shit was funny though.
But the reason I don't smoke is because I got my high.
You got your high. Wait, what does that mean?
He got his high.
My high got high
He was so high
Oh,
that his high got high.
in
So-
real life. My high was so high, bro. I started praying.
He did. He started, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, look how this is how I started, right? Cool. I was smoking every day. You know, I was a big chief. Yeah. So, me and Brandon smoking. I had some good already.
If
But
you
then
say
he brought
Brandon, they're gonna think him. His name's
his name's
too.
Brandon as well. We just call him
My
Big
bad.
B, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
he's
Big
referring
B.
to him.
I'm smoking, you know what I mean, Big B and shit. Cool. And I had some good. We smoked up, and I usually roll my blunts around 1.5 to 2. Same thing with him. But he brought some shit from the dispensary, and it was called some. What it was called? Some.
HP 13 hash plant.
No, that shit was
Never
called
heard of that.
horsepower. That's some damn horsepower. That shit didn't make no goddamn sense. So anyway, we finished mine, and we was almost done. He sparked that one up, finished mine, and we started smoking that one. Boom, boom, boom. And then probably like about halfway through, I was like, the fuck? Like my blunt's still not done? And I look at her, I said, man, I'm smoking another one. Like, oh man, I'm tripping. I'm high. I say, here, B.
You thought you put it out?
Yeah, I ain't even know that. I ain't even remember that he like lit another one.
He didn't realize I lit up the second blunt and started passing it to
So
him.
That shit's funny.
pretty much I just thought my blunt was still in the same rotation, tripping because I was already high. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like chilling, bro. And then I just started thinking, and I was like,
Get lost in your thoughts and shit.
man, I'm high.
Yeah.
So I stood up. I said, B, bro, I'm high as fuck, bro. He like, man, you tripping. So I started telling him a story about how the other night I had smoked before I went to sleep, and then I woke up because I had just went to the gym. So when I got up, like I couldn't feel my arms. So look what he gonna say. oh, that's a sign of a heart attack or stroke.
We fucking with him, honestly, yeah.
So look, you heard me, I'm slapped already. So it's like,
So you believe him?
yeah, like I started thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
He was so high, he's paranoid. He starts thinking
I know how
about it.
that can be when you're so fucking high. Like, that's happened to me. It's been a while, but I know what you mean, bro.
Man, bro, I felt like I was shaking, bro.
Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have ever been so high you had an experience like this. Where
For real.
And then the killer part about it though, bro, I said, man, in my head I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't die. I can't die.
He looks at me, he's like, B, get up, we gotta go. I'm like, what you mean, you kicking me out? He's like, nah, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. Hey, look, I ain't even tell him nothing no first. I just thought I went go get dressed. I went go get dressed. And
you were about
he was
to
like,
die.
what you doing getting dressed? He was like, where you going? You kick him out? I said, no, nigga, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here, bro. Like, we gotta leave. So he was like, where we going? I said, man, let's just go, man. He said, let's just go.
You're not trying to say I'm about to die. I can't die right here.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to, put my business out there like that. You feel me? So
you're like, I gotta secretly die.
Exactly. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I was like, and then we get in the truck, bro. And I put my seatbelt on. We start going. We start riding. He like, where we going? I said, man, somewhere. Let's just go get something to eat. I wasn't even hungry, but I just didn't want to stay home.
Yep.
So we riding. Before we even get to the stop sign, dog, like, I took my seatbelt off. I said, man, I feel constricted. I said, I feel constricted, man.
I'm so happy you're telling this story.
So,
That's what I'm saying. It's a good story, bro.
So, like,
you guys are gonna like this shit. Well, you've already watched it.
it's like the craziest thing, though, is like, I felt like my heart was beating too hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, like this, I probably am catching a heart attack or something. Like, you know, I'm 22 years old. I can't die of no heart attack. And the crazy thing, I could have seen somebody die from a heart attack. So that even hyped it up even more. Like in front of me, like he was.
And I didn't know that, so
he was cool. You know,
I probably wouldn't have fucked with him like that if I knew it.
Like I seen it.
But
I seen it.
I'm just clowning.
But yeah, like you
good,
know it's weed. You know he's
boom.
just high as fuck. Like,
And that's what I was telling him. I'm like, bro, trust me, you ain't gonna die,
Man,
bro.
I wasn't trying to hear none of that. Man, I got up
you're
and
just high, bro.
I took that seatbelt off, man. I said, man, Lord, if you take this away from me, Lord, I won't smoke ever again.
Because I've seen it happen with edibles a lot.
damn, yeah, I've heard
All the time.
I haven't
see that
seen it,
happen
but I've
with
heard
edibles.
stories. I've seen
Never anyone's
articles.
just smoking though.
That's the first time it happened, though.
I've seen people
That's the
fucking
first
call
time
the
that
cops
happened
on
to me.
themselves because they thought they were dying when they were
Yep.
on edibles. I've seen some video on that on YouTube.
Oh, I took an edible before.
That's
I've
how
never
like
had no
he
shit
dabbed
happen
with,
like
me.
that with me.
He was dabbing with me and everything. I had him dabbing,
Yeah,
and that's when I was like, "Bro, are you serious?"
That's why
I thought he was playing with me at first.
But
Yeah.
see, I know I was already high, but I think it's just kind of psyched me out when he kind of said that. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen somebody die from a heart attack. And, you
That's
know,
crazy.
And then a girl from my
I'd
high
be
school
scared,
died from
too.
a heart attack too, and she was my age. So I'm like really tripping out.
See, that's what would have made me trip on
I'm
top
about to
of
die. Like,
Yeah.
I can't die. I got shit to do tomorrow, bro. Like, come on, man. I got all kind of stuff to do this week. I cannot die today.
I can't die in the apartment.
You feel me? So like, we get to we went to
we
Lolo's.
went to get some chicken and waffles.
We need
Yeah.
to get more stories on this channel with you guys.
Man,
You guys got
so-
any more dope stories?
It's a hella story, bro. So we went to Lolo's, you feel me? But the whole way there, I'm like this, bro. Like trying to make sure I'm still
Yeah.
alive, like feeling my body and stuff. And he just looking at me like this, like on the corner of his eye. I see him yet, but I ain't saying nothing. I see him looking at me. I'm tripping and stuff. I'm doing like this, making sure my fingers still right. You know, I say, all right, cool, I'm still alive. So we get to Lolo's and stuff. Usually I'm a flirtatious type of guy. I flirt with women.
This is how I knew he was fucked up. I knew he wasn't playing because the lady sits us down at the table, right? And KG's always the first one to crack a smile and be like flirtatious.
With the like waiter and shit.
Yeah, I'm high as fuck. Anyways, he straight was just looked at her, was like, "Can I get some water?" and put his head down.
I had this nigga, she come up to the table like this, right? Cause the last time,
Talk about we smelled good.
cause see, the first time we went to Lolo's, it was like we was chilling and we was at this little booth and they was playing some slow music, and I was like, Miss, you know, I told the waiter, I said, can y'all change the music? You know, not knowing that we was just in that section. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time over there, so they kind of was like, no, like we can't change. This is the good music. Like you should like this. I said, but I'm chilling across the street, from my bar, candle lit light. Like
We ain't like
This
that.
situation right here is not good.
They're probably like, what is this guy?
If you look
on?
at me in my eyes, I'm gonna feel played and offended. Don't look at me in my eyes while there's music playing and his lights is dim right here in his boot. Don't make eye contact with me. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was on a phone.
So the same lady that came the last time I went when I was tripping is the same lady that came out when she was like, "You cute,
Yeah.
whoop whoop this and that," and they got some pretty girls in here, whoop whoop this and that. And then the next thing you know, next time we come back, it's the same girl. She probably thought I'd been cool with her like the last time, but it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? So she come up to the table. She like, "What y'all want to get? And y'all smell good. I can go take a break right now. Y'all got it in the truck."
She's
I was
like, "You got one rolled up? I'll take break." And we're like, "Nah."
No, he was like, "Nah, I wasn't trying to hear none of that." I said, "I want a lemonade." She was like, "Hey, handsome." I said, "How you doing? Can I get a lemonade?" Usually I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Woo, 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 woo. You know, yeah.
Yep.
Can I get a lemonade?
"Can I get a lemonade?" Cause I had to taste something good before I died, bro. Like, lemonade is my favorite drink.
In
So,
your mind, you still thought you were about to die.
Yeah.
bro, I was in there like this, bro. And I felt like I was just shaking like this,
Yeah,
like
he was like, "I'm
I
catching
felt like my
shivers."
body was shaking. So I said, "B, I'm shaking, B."
I was like, "Nah."
He
bro.
said, "No, man, you tripping." I said, "Bro, I feel like my bones or something shaking inside of it, like."
See, I've had experiences where I felt like I got too high, but nothing like that.
So-
Yeah, it was crazy,
What
bro.
the fuck did
That's
you
what
get
I-
at the dispensary?
Hey.
That's what I said. This ball put some. He spiked my shit.
And then once we got back to his house, after we ate, I smoked another blunt of that shit.
And you were fine.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna roll another blunt when we're done with this video and smoke.
But this shit was crazy though.
It's all good though.
That shit's
Shit happens,
nice.
bro.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
funny, like.
And you know what I did that next morning after I told God I wasn't gonna smoke no more?
What happened?
I still hit the blunt.
Yeah, because I was like, just try, you know. And he did, and he was cool. But he still, since then, it's just been like, it's not that you don't smoke. He's
It's
just,
just
I've been slowly getting myself
yeah,
back.
he's
into it.
like, he got shook. It shook him up, so he's
It
trying to
did,
shake
bro.
back. He's trying to
It
shake
did,
back.
I could understand in my mind, if I was actually convinced I was gonna die. Like,
For real.
actually convinced
I was
in my
convinced,
own
bro.
mind.
I was like, man, what everybody gonna think? Like, you know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff.
Just
Just
like-
crazy.
This man died from smoking weed.
Like,
I'm gonna be the first person to die from smoking weed in the
I've
world.
never felt like that.
Man, that's like on an
Me either.
edible.
Like, not
Since the
dead.
day I started smoking, bro, I've never
Bro,
felt
that
like
was worse than the edible, bro.
Bro, I'm telling
The
you.
edible,
like,
I was kind of like, I was shaking, felt like I was shaking and all that, but I was Gucci. Like, I didn't feel like I was gonna die. You feel me? I just felt like, you know, like I felt like I almost stopped breathing. I slapped my leg, woke myself up, and I was Gucci. But nah, that
I don't know if this camera has autofocus. Fuck it. I'll have to figure it
I
out.
was just, I was
yeah,
bent.
we at the Roach. We at the end.
Yeah, y'all hit that quick. I low key wanted to hit it though. I'm gonna keep it
Here.
1,000.
Hit that Roach.
I am not hitting that roach. See
Ah.
how big these
He
hands
told
is?
his story. He told his story, so now
Wu-Tang
you don't
it.
gotta do it. Fucking, that would be the most gnarly thing. After he tells his story, he doesn't hit the blunt once. He just
Wu-Tang's it.
Wu-Tangs it to end the video.
That'd be the gangsterest shit ever in life.
Now you have to. No, I'm just kidding. I've never Wu-Tanged a blunt, and I don't think I ever
I've seen a
will.
homie do it, and I've had the courage to do it when I was drinking. That's the only time I've ever like.
That
But
makes
I've
sense.
never done it. I feel like I'll throw up.
That makes sense.
And just
What?
I'm afraid I'm gonna burn my tongue, and that just
you
tastes
swallow
gross.
this. Just, no, it's not just eating it. It's inhaling it and letting it hit the back of your throat and just swallowing it.
This is gonna burn your tongue.
What I've heard
Yeah, that's
people do
all.
is they
Go
put
ahead.
like a puddle of
No.
spit on their tongue,
Not happening.
some shit like that, so they can put out the. Think about it, bro. You're putting a roach out on your tongue, that nasty ash and shit,
Yeah.
and then you're swallowing it.
Bro, I
That's
remember
digesting that shit.
in my mind, it would bring me back to a time when I was a kid, when I was real young. I went to drink one of my uncle. I was at my uncle's, and I went to drink a soda, and he put a cigarette out in it, and I drank
Oh.
it, bro.
That ain't
It got
nothing.
in my mouth,
Oh.
and I threw up. And then when I went to Louisiana to visit my cousins, these fools give me some Levi Garrett, which
What's
is some
that?
chew. It's just straight
Oh,
tobacco
oh.
leaves and stems.
Swallow this.
And they're like, chew it, you know, and you, I didn't know what to do, bro. I was like 12 years old. I just put it in my mouth and ate it.
Fucking dicks.
You ever drink bleach?
Got sick. Hell no. What the
I
fuck
drank some
look
bleach
like?
on accident. I tell you, my favorite drink is lemonade. I told you my favorite drink is lemonade, bro. So you know, bleach kind of look like lemonade on the cool.
Does it? I thought bleach was.
It's got like the little color, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. The
it was in
murkiness.
a exactly, you know.
It's kind of cloudy.
Exactly,
Oh my
and it was in a
God.
white cup, like a cup that you put tea in.
I would have
So I'm
smelled
thinking-
that shit though.
Bro, I was young, bro. I
You
probably
just
was
was
like
like,
10.
You ever heard of Amanda Todd?
No.
Yeah.
Let's not bring it up.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But I grabbed that cup of confidence.
At first I was like, what is the correlation to that?
Bleach, drinking bleach. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
but I didn't know it was bleach. I was probably like 10, 11 years old, bro.
Oh.
I grabbed that cup. That's some lemonade. I grabbed that cup with so much confidence. I did like that.
Bruh.
Oh, I said, Mama, what's this? Boy, that's some bleach.
Someone
I said,
told me
"Oh
to
my
drink
God."
bleach to pass the drug test.
Yeah, my uncle used to say that shit. I said,
Fuck
"You
no,
drink
I would
some
just
damn
drink
bleach,
shit
bro."
ton
I've
of
never
water.
heard of that. I've heard people drinking cranberry juice,
Cranberry
Powerade.
juice,
Two cups of
Serto,
bleach, they'll tell you
Serto,
what's more.
Serto gel. That shit's we used to drink that shit in hella water. I would just walk around when I was on probation in high school. I would just walk around with a jug of water
Look at you.
and just chug a gallon every period of class, and then go to my probation.
You're the
And it'd be
drown.
too diluted to.
Be too,
Yeah,
but
be
but
too
in
diluted.
Florida, they only dipstick. Like out here in Nevada, they have the labs now. So if it's too diluted, they'll just say like, no, you failed.
Yeah.
In Florida, I was like, I'm an athlete. I play football and I wrestle. Like I drink a lot of water. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
They couldn't really just argue. They couldn't argue with
Yeah.
me, you know.
That's how you
Like I'm sorry, I drink a lot of water. What do you want me to do? Did it say I fell? No. All right, bye.
Just be like,
I'm about to say gallon every period. How many classes you had?
6.
So 6 gallons of water.
Bro, I'm telling you, we would chug it.
You had,
We would chug. I just
He
pissing.
drowned.
I was pissing and shitting water, bro. It was bad.
pissing and
But that's
shitting
what I
water.
did to fucking smoke weed.
Your insides drowned. That's why.
God damn. Well, pissing water's one thing, but shitting water's another.
Because you almost drowned. That's
Shit,
what you could
man.
drown yourself like that.
Probably.
Damn, bro.
You'd have been dead. Trying to pass a
Fucking-
piss test.
It's like kid drinks so much water so he can smoke weed so he doesn't have to fail his test.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That
But
was me.
I think I'm gonna end the video here.
Yeah.
We smoked that blunt. This
We
was
did.
a tight ass video.
Lot
We're
of
talking
stories.
about why he doesn't want to smoke again and why he's slowly getting back onto it,
Gradually
whatever the
getting
case
into it.
is. The
He'll be
homie
back.
rolled up a fucking blunt of this fire ass sour pebbles. Like
Always.
I feel pretty nice right now. I was dead ass sober right before the video. My shit's flesh, and I don't know if my thing's low, but anyways, we're ending the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, maybe go check out some of the other ones. OG out. Peace.